Hello everyone, this is Kenny, and everyone here. Uh, Possibly first a few parents of the children I teach. I mean, 5 children, and then maybe 5 children will see this movie clip too. And I'm not sure if parents can understand, but I'm pretty sure children can understand the language, but not sure like how many percent of it they can understand. I mean, what I actually trying to say. So it's about the rule of the world. It applies pretty much to everything. But then I just wanted to, I wanted them to feel it. I'm not sure if this can work, but if they, I mean, if you guys, I'll just call you guys. Okay, if you guys are lucky, maybe you guys will remember this moment and you'll come back to this video to learn more about this. I hope that happens later. So, this is about 5 children from Layla to Ethan. And we all started 2020 September 9th. No, actually 10th. So, uh, we were here. I gave you the homework on the 9th of September, and then some of you did it, some of you didn't. In some part of your life, it might have happened. Somebody gave you something to do, and maybe some of you did, some of you didn't. Or somebody didn't even give you anything, but you opened your own project because you like it. Maybe you wanted to build one big Lego castle. Maybe you started. And then some of you might have reached the goal. Some of you might not have reached the goal. I never know. But what I'm trying to say is simple here. So I didn't really change this one. Okay, the first one is, what is it? I remember this, but then, oh yeah, friction. This is friction, and this is momentum, and this is consistency. So let me teach you how it actually applies to everything you do in your life. So, friction. Whatever you do, you don't want to do. It's because the perfect situation is you do something fun or you do something not hard, something easy. So if you're in your room, if you're in your room, then you might want to play games or you want to just sit around or you want to just sleep. Just you want to be in your comfort zone. But in your life, you'll never ever find anything in your comfort zone. Why? It's because it's too easy, so that everyone does. You just need to do more to provide to the world. Then you can get something in return. That's how word works. Okay. So to do so, you need to find something valuable, and then you need to give yourself. I mean, you need to put some effort to achieve these things. For that, you need consistency. Consistency is the goal of everything. It is goal for everything. And then by consistency, you'll have some kind of momentum. It accelerates itself just if you try to do things over and over again. So let's see what happened to you. So, Layla, first day, did the homework, and it went all the way to only 4 days. And then you gained kind of momentum like 10. So, friction decreased by 10. So the homework is no longer that difficult. Like first time it was 100. You don't want to do it. You just do it for 4 days and it decreased by 10. Good for you. And then you just took a day off. You just took a break there. Then momentum loses its power because you stopped and it goes from 1 to 3 now again. So You'll see the difference here. On the other hand, Greg went all the way for 12 days. By that, momentum. How much momentum did Greg gain? Greg gained 78 momentum, which means his homework friction is only 22, which means he doesn't feel too tired because it is becoming him now. It's not difficult. The more he does, the easier it gets. That's what it is. There's nothing you can call it like difficult. No, nothing's difficult. Difficult means that how can I say? You have not tried enough, you have not done enough, so you're not familiar to doing so. That's what difficult means. Nothing more than that. You just do anything more and more over and over, it becomes easier. That's what it is. Then how can you make it happen? You do more. You do more often. You do it constantly. That's what it is. So Greg, on the other hand, did it for 12 days in a row. Then he gained a lot of momentum. So it is easy for Greg now. Then what do you think? He went 4 days, but then I gave him slightly more difficult homework. He didn't know what to do. First day just didn't work. Next day he tried. Why? Why did he try? It's because the homework was too easy that he didn't want to lose the streak. But it was not the right homework, so I didn't give him the point. Yeah, I said, Greg, you did your homework, I know, but it didn't work that way. So you need to ask me more about this. Then he finally did it and he made his homework on the third day. He gained one more point. But then the homework was still easy for Layla, but then Layla didn't do it. Why? It's because Layla first 4 days you gained only 10 momentum and homework is still difficult. One day you just don't do it. Then next day, maybe you can do it, but it's still hard and hard. So at the end of the month for 20 days, the momentum you gained was only 34, but Greg, 85. This is how people do things differently. Some people, they feel things are easy. Other people, they always feel everything's difficult. Why? Because simply you do not do it constantly. Then what about the next person? This is Sam. Alright. Sam did 1 day and -1, then 5 more days, and then 4 days off. So it's not a good case. But anyways, he tried and then also Sam needed to adapt to the new school semester, so he couldn't really do it. I understand, but others I'm not sure because they always want to see the result. I am the one who's trying to explain what's behind the result. Things are difficult because you don't do it. That's what it is. And what about Jin? Jin didn't want to do homework for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days in a row. Jin didn't do homework. You didn't do homework, Jin. But then 15th day, you tried. Why? Because you want better result. And then you didn't do homework this day. I don't know what happened. But then later, it doesn't matter. First a few days you do or not, doesn't matter. What matters is that if you do things constantly. So later on, Jin went 8 days in a row. That's remarkable. So by 8 days you gain 36 momentum. And which is more than Layla. Do you see this? So it's not about how long you do. It's about how constantly you do. You need to you shouldn't lose the streak. You need to do it many days in a row. Then it becomes really easier. So This was Jin, and then who's next? Okay, there's Ethan. Ethan didn't do homework just like Jin, but then later he tried to do. But then 1, 2, 3, 4 days he didn't do, and 1 day -1. So this is what happened. This is what happens. This is why things are just difficult. Always difficult. Why? It's because momentum doesn't go up. It goes up 1 -1, 1 -1, 1 -1. It goes forever. So let's say this is only for 20 days, right? Then what about if I do this thing for 1 year? Do you think the number will change? No, number doesn't change. Greg probably will have more than if I go on and on and on and on, like, I don't know, like 6 months, then Greg will have a lot of momentum. Then that momentum can be turned into something better. That moment, Greg can have more homework, which has more value, which is more difficult, which means uh, not many people are used to do. But then Greg will pass that line, then Greg will be a better person. Well, at least in this English territory. And what about Layla? Might be not too easy. No, I mean, this is Layla. So Greg is here. Okay, Greg is there. And Layla. What about Layla? Might be slower than Greg if it goes on and on and on like this. But still, Layla, you'll meet the line and you'll just pass the line. And then you'll start something new. Then what about Jin? No, this is Sam. Sam, probably. Jin, probably. Ethan, yeah, maybe someday. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to understand this. Maybe you think things are hard. Maybe math homework is hard, science homework is hard, or English homework is hard, or math is hard, science is hard, English homework or English is hard. Everything's hard for you. Why? It's because you never do anything constantly. That's why it still remains difficult. How can you change it? Just do it every day. Then it suddenly becomes so easy that you don't even remember if you did. At the end of the day, you are like, did I do my homework? Then you see the homework book. Then you see, oh, I did it. You don't even feel it was your homework because it becomes you. That's what it is. How do I know? It's because I've been doing this for over 1 year now. Look at this. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I make the bed. I meditate. I exercise in the morning. I have a cold shower. I plan a day. I read a book more than 40 minutes a day. And then I do meditation, another kind, but I'll teach you later. And then I just, I keep the account book. And then I try to buy a new car and then I learn, I study. Then I need to scrap the old one. Then I need to study too. But I need to do it constantly. I cannot do it in one day. I can't. Nobody can. Then I need to learn the computing. So I learn from from a scratch now. And also I need to write things in order to publish my book later. So I need to learn some 3D modeling. So I learned Blender. And I need to study how people's mind work. So I write about this too. And then I need to sell things better because I want to make value of something didn't exist in the past. So I need to learn how to make it look better, how to give it more value. So I learned that too. So this one I only tried for today. I mean this month. But then I've done it for 1 year, and if I move all of this to one chart, then you'll see the same result. Of those things I feel too difficult. It's difficult because I didn't do it constantly. It's gonna be the same to you. This rule applies to everything. So, you guys are how old now? Like Uh, is it like 13, 12, 10 even? Right? You guys are young, I know. But I hope one day you see this one, then you understand what I try to say now. Okay? So hopefully one day you come back to this video and then see this. And if you feel your life is difficult, you might have a lot of things. Friction 80, friction 80, friction 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. You have 3 or 4 is already too much for your life. Then if you have a lot of like subjects like science, mathematics, or just I don't know, social study, P, and everything, English too. You have 5 things friction by 80. How can you leave it that? You need to lower the friction so that you can learn more things and absorb as yours. So what I'm trying to say finally is do your work. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it every day. It becomes so much easier than right now. You just need to do it. The reason why everything's difficult for you is because you don't do it. Well, you probably will say, the reason why I don't do it is because it's difficult. Yeah, both are correct. So which one do you want to choose? Do every day to make it easier or complain every day that is difficult? That's all I'm trying to say. No matter how old you are now, understand please, because it will never change as long as you live in this planet, okay? All right, that was it. Then, okay, get Kenny out. Uh,